All right, this is Eric Jesse again. For the second lesson, we'll be doing 2.7, which is prime yourself with prior knowledge. Okay, so for this one, Jonah, the main point of this strategy, which is like I said, prime yourself with prior knowledge. Sometimes when you are reading a book, you need to set yourself up for success. You can help set yourself up for success by staying focused and engaged before you start to read a book. Think about how the book will go in general. You can think about its structure, what you know about the topic, what you know about the authors by this book, or what you even know about others in this series. Okay, you can even do this for fiction or nonfiction books. Just they still has the basic questions and whatnot. But for I will talk about an example. So I'm just going to talk about Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone because that is a series I am pretty familiar with. So the first one you can think, what do you know about the series author and genre? So for this, I know that the series is a lot about magic. It's like a fantasy world. It's a unique world that isn't obviously real. And the author I know has done a lot of different Harry Potter books and is a very successful author. Uh, so when I think about the structure of this book, I think of the main character and how he's going to school and he's always got something going on, whether it be positive, negative in the wizarding world. So, based on what I know about the series, author, and genre, how will the rest of the book unfold? I think it will unfold in there'll be some sort of problem that Harry has to solve and use his resources in the school, his friends, his professors, uh, his friends' parents. He will have to use all these resources to kind of help solve the issue at hand. Uh, and then overall in the story, I've I have some experience with the book, so I just am expecting that it will, like I said, there will be some sort of problem that he has to help solve. And then when I'm getting ready to read this book, I'm just kind of looking forward to all the details because I know the author always includes a lot of different details in her books. The author's obviously J.K. Rowling. So I just have to be aware and really if I have to reread certain parts because I know that there's a lot of details, like I said. And those are some of the main type of prompts and questions that we'll be talking about our book that we're gonna read today. Well, it's one of those the we I think we had read one in the past, but one of the Big Nate books. So we obviously won't have time to read the whole book, but we'll just kind of talk about it. So I'll share my screen here for you so you can see the book and the title page and whatnot. Okay, can you see that?
Yep.
All right. So our book today is Big Nate and the Crowd Goes Wild. Okay. So what is something that you know about this series in general?
I know that it's about a sixth grader, 11-year-old sixth grader named Big Nate, who has his two friends Teddy and Francis, and they do things at school or like summer, and yeah, it's pretty much the basic like topic about Big Nate.
Yeah. So the author is Lincoln Pierce. Have you read a lot of his books besides Big Nate? Does he write
Oh
any other books besides Big Nate?
yes. I know that I read once that his childhood idol was the writer of Charlie Brown. And another thing that I know about him since I read his other books, he likes yeah he likes writing like the he likes illustrating
Mm-hmm.
the books and writing it, and he he likes making all his books funny, so he sticks to like the funny sort of topic and stuff.
Yeah. Would Are you a big fan of this author?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what type of genre would you say
Um,
this is?
like nonfiction or fiction or something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Fiction.
yeah, fiction. But he does comics, the graphic novels. He actually has a couple books, which I would just say,
Mhm.
um, yeah. He has a couple books on comics, but he does graphic novels. And yeah,
Do you like this style of writing and genre that he does?
yeah, I like graphic novels.
Okay. So tell me how you think this book will be structured, since obviously it sounds like you have some experience reading some of his books and just the author in general. How do you think this book will be structured?
What do you mean by structured?
Like,
Like,
how do you think that the book's going to be laid out? Like, is there going to be, obviously you said it's kind of like the comic style. Is it going
yeah,
to like start fast, or is there going to be like problems, or is it just going to tell like a couple stories, like one story at a time?
yeah, it does. It does like separate stories. Like it has like a bunch of stories. Um, it's the title and stuff is normally just related to like one part of the story, but of the stories.
Yeah.
They don't really connect, but um, I'm gonna guess that Big Nate and his friends just like maybe like don't like someone or something like that. Maybe or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe yeah, something like that. I'll guess.
Yeah. I know
That's
what
what
you
it
mean.
is.
So Big Nate, uh do is there like a similar topic within all the same books, or like, since obviously he has different one in this Big Nate, The Crowd Goes Wild, is there gonna, you think there'll be like a similar topic through the whole book, or is it just kind of vary?
It kind of varies. It like sticks to like the timeline, like from summer, winter, or summer, fall, winter, spring, and stuff.
Hmm.
But yeah, I guess it's that. Yeah, it doesn't really.
Yeah.
Besides,
Okay, so next question is kind of similar, but so based on what you know about just the author in general, the series in general, and just the genre style of writing, how do you think the book will unfold? Do you think it'll
um,
be funny? Do you think it'll be kind of goofy or serious in parts?
it'll be probably funny and goofy, maybe a little serious, but I'm guessing just funny and goofy is going to be the main topic.
Yeah.
Like, stuff.
So do you say this genre is basically just to entertain
Yeah,
readers?
yeah. Graphic novels are normally just entertaining.
So if you're picking up Big Nate for the first time, or now even, so how are you like getting ready to read this book? Is there any like specific things you're thinking in your head before you open it up for the first time, or you just kind of dive right in?
Sometimes I spend like a couple minutes just looking at the title and like the picture on the front page to maybe get like an idea of what it's going to be about. Um, and but then pretty much I just jump right in. Besides that, don't really pay
Yeah.
attention to stuff like this.
So can you see kind of the book?
Yeah, yeah.
So what do you think the message or overall theme of this book would be, just if you're looking at the cover here?
Just from the title, even I know that he doesn't really do like all of it about that the title and stuff, but
Hmm.
if I was just like just starting reading Big Nate, I'd probably think it was going to be about sports or maybe football, something like that.
Yeah. So do you think like having that experience reading some Lincoln Pierce books, or even just Big Nate in general, do you think that helps you kind of be prepared for being able to read this one?
Yeah, because like knowing like what Big Nate is like, some of the jokes might be funny or something like that.
Yeah. So if you're reading a Big Nate book for the first time, you have to get used to the characters, and it's more so an introduction, it
Yeah.
seems like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think having experience with Lincoln Pearson is good? Like it can help you a lot?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay. Well, why don't we read just a little bit here and then we'll finish up for the day.
Right.
Okay, you can go
Hi.
ahead. Oops,
Hi,
sorry.
can we sign up for the Battle of the Bands? Sure, what's your band called? Chad? Ladies and gentlemen, enslave the mollusk. These are publicists. Really impressive. What's the format for Battle of the Bands? It's pretty simple. You get on stage, play a song, and make way for the next band. We only get to play one song. Each band gets 5 minutes. Does that include our encores? Tell you what, let's cross that bridge if we come to it. When? When we come to it. What's our competition like? How many entries are there in Battle of the Bands? With all those registrations, oh, more than 20. With all those registration fees, this means going. This is going to mean a lot of money for the community center. Registration fees. We just hit a pothole on our road to stardom. Wait, there's a registration fee in Battle of the Bands, $50. We need $50, guys. Let's see what we got. 5, 15, 22, 30, 41. 89 cents and a half bag of Skittles. How about we give you a cut of our future royalties? A $50 registration fee just to be in some cheesy Battle of the Bands? What a ripoff. What's their loss? They'll miss out on our music, our showmanship, our light show. Wait, we have a light show? Chad was going to stand off shades with a flashlight. Show us your strobe action, dude. So now that we're not doing Battle of the Bands, what's our next move? I'm not sure, but somehow, some way, Enslave the Mollusk will be noticed. Dude, we've already been noticed. We have? Y'all remember that cop and the whole disturbing the peace thing? Oh, yeah. All set? Let's go. Hang on, Nate, you forgot your helmet. Helmet? Dad, it's only pond hockey. There's no chest slapping, checking, no slap shots. That's besides the point. Accidents can still happen. You could slip and fall. You could collide with someone. You could take a stick in the teeth. There are a hundred of ways you could get hurt playing hockey. Thunk, 101. Technically, I don't think this counts as a hockey injury. This is why I prefer basketball.
Okay, why don't we stop there? So kind of going back to our strategy, the prime yourself with prior knowledge. Do you think it was pretty spot on from what we read those first couple pages?
Besides like the title and like the stuff like that, I'd say so because it was funny. It had like multiple stories, so that's and it was, yeah. That's,
Yeah.
so yeah, it was pretty accurate, I would say.
Yeah. From my experience with Big Nate, I think the last one that I had read, it was a little different. I feel like it was like on one page it was one story and then it kind of moved on to something a little different. But for the first what would we just do 3 or 4 pages? It was kind of all connected. So I was a little surprised by that personally. But from what he had written, it was pretty much the same style, I thought.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's pretty much it for the day. So hope you enjoyed that one.
Yeah,
Hopefully you
okay.
can use that in the future when deciding a book to pick, maybe.
I'll try to.
Okay. Sounds like plan. Thank you. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.